I mean, 20-plus-year-old vehicle, basically. But it's because I give myself a. So it's been one of those days, guys, where I think I'm having some hormonal stuff. Sorry, guys. I know you don't like to hear about women's hormonal stuff. Meaning, for the women out there, you understand about PMS. Anyway, I've been in the van all day and editing videos, doing a lot of YouTube stuff, filming inside the van. If you didn't watch my last video I did, or last 2, 3 videos, I don't know, check out the one about pooping and peeing in the van and how that happens. So I worked on that one, and then yeah, I've just been really hibernating in the van. I know it's kind of that time when I start getting cranky about every little thing, which means I need to stay away from people, from noise, and be in my van and some, you know, have the curtains, well, have it a little bit darker in here because the light starts bothering me a little bit more. I haven't felt like walking today, and I had some breakfast, but now it's like late lunchtime, way early dinner time because it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon here. And so, yeah, I'm not real super motivated to cook. I do have a few things left to eat before I need to leave for my trip back home on Monday coming up. But good thing I bought some of these. At home, I'm usually a really big prepper. And yeah, you talk about males being hunters and females being gatherers for hundreds, thousands of years, whatever it is. And so I am the epitome of the female gatherer. But I don't have any of those at home. I have a lot of other canned foods, dried foods, and things like that. But I don't have these Mountain House meals. So today I will have one because I don't feel like cooking anything else, and we're going to find out how it tastes. I'm going to get some water started because according to this lasagna with meat sauce with a cheesy Italian style tomato sauce and beef, it says to add 1.5 cups of water. Somebody mentioned maybe not adding as much water, and then it won't be so, I don't know, I guess liquidy, saucy, whatever. So maybe I'll go ahead and heat up that much water and pour 1 1/4 cup and see what happens here. And then we'll add the rest of the water if we need to. Now we wait for the water to boil. Okay, so I open up the package and this is what's in there. I will assume that we're not going to eat this that says do not eat. I only put actually a cup in there, so let's just see what happens. Ooh, hot. That's ready. Okay, it says a cup and a half, but I put only a cup. 8 fluid ounces instead of what it's saying, 12 fluid. Stir carefully and close zipper. Wait 5 minutes. And then it says stir again after 5 minutes. Whoops, where's my fork? And then it says to close it up and stir again after another 5 minutes. So actually I'm kind of pleased at how this looks right now, guys. I think 1 cup of water might just be enough. We're gonna find out. So let's see if you guys can actually see that. Okay. Let's close it up and wait for 5 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and set the timer for 5 minutes and we'll stir it up again. Okay, so the timer just went off and we need to stir it up again and let it sit for another few minutes. But so far, looks pretty decent. Yeah, definitely would have regretted it if I had done the cup and a half. So I can already tell. That's pretty tasty. Again, this is the lasagna with meat sauce. And I've heard that the chili mac with beef is pretty good. But I got this from Walmart. They're like $10 a piece. So they're not exactly on the cheap side. They didn't have the beef chili mac one, which I would have really liked to have tasted because I've seen more than 2 or 3 times other YouTubers really say that one was really good. Now, I did get some other ones. I got the breakfast skillet. It has shredded potatoes and scrambled eggs mixed with pork sausage, peppers, and onions. And I also got, this one sounds pretty good too, beef stroganoff with noodles in savory sauce with mushrooms and onions. Actually, maybe I should have had that one tonight. Oh well, can't turn back time. I'm not going to waste a meal and go for another one. Yeah, we'll see how this lasagna one goes in a few minutes. So while we're waiting for this, check this out. Best by August 2020 or 2052. Okay. This has 2 servings. I already tore off the top, but I did see that it was 2 servings, 220 calories per serving, 11 grams of protein for one. So in this packet, if I eat the whole thing tonight, I'm getting 22 grams of protein, 60 grams of carbs. Wow. I guess if I want to pass out and sleep really well, I'll have carbs, the whole thing. It is a pretty good amount in here, and pasta does generally tend to fill me up pretty well. So and when I have carbs, especially at night or anytime during the day, it's like I am just lights out. So it's best for me to have my carbs at night. I know that people that work out and just people in general, it's just same to say like have your carbs during the day, but not for me. I'm very, very carb sensitive. So any kind of carbs will make me really tired and want to go to sleep. That's why I take apple cider vinegar to help so that my insulin doesn't spike so high with carbs. I'm just much better with protein and salads, although obviously that's not what I'm always eating. I'm just better on it. So when I have my carbs, I tend to have them more at night so that I can stay awake during the day and not go into, that sugar spike and then a slump. So, yeah, this will definitely be knocking me out tonight. Okay, so moment of truth. Let's look at this thing. It has been the full 9 minutes and it looks really good. I am, yeah, like I said, I'm really glad I didn't do the full 12 ounces. I think that would have just watered this down like way too much. So yeah, looks pretty good. All right, let's see, Mountain House, how good your freeze-dried meal is. Here, I'll show you guys. I don't know how well the camera can pick that up, but let's see. I'm impressed. That's pretty good. Wow. I don't think that I've really had very many freeze-dried meals in my life, but dang, this is a, sorry, I think it's the yellow light. You guys are getting kind of a yellow because I have a yellow light in here, but it's good. So the bag is pretty hot to the touch, which is great. I did put it in the pan that I boiled the water. I waited until it cooled down, and then I put this in the pan so I could hold it. But yeah, it's pretty hot to the touch. But I would say this is legit, guys. Mmm. It tastes like if you gave me like Stouffer's lasagna or something like that. Um, I mean, let's not compare that. Stouffer's lasagna to me is pretty good. I know that some people might not agree with me. I mean, I'm raised Asian. What do I know about Italian food? But Stouffer's lasagna is pretty good to me. I mean, this is really good. I would never think that it's freeze dried. It's got that very tomatoey, cheesy, al dente. The noodles are al dente. Um, and maybe if I left it longer, obviously it would cook longer and it wouldn't be al dente. So it's like, oh, just perfectly savory and salty, and yeah, very tasty. Sometimes I don't like Italian food because the tomato sauce is a little bit more on the bitter side to me, but this is like perfect. It's not bitter at all. Mm, yeah, I'm pretty happy about it. Now I will say the noodles are al dente. The meat um is just a little bit al dente. I think maybe, I mean, it's not bad at all, but because it is freeze dried, maybe the meat takes a little bit longer to cook. Mm. But I would say this is definitely a good um, option for a lazy night, just boiling some water. And instead of having like ramen noodles, if you want some kind of a noodle dish, instead of a can of soup, like chicken noodle soup or something, $10, probably a little bit on the high side. I mean, it's like around $9 plus tax through Walmart. Probably a little bit on the high side, but if you are going to just stick with one serving and split this with somebody else, $5 a piece, that's about the same as most frozen dinners these days. I mean, unless you're going for the really cheap ones, but I mean, the really good ones are going to be around $4 to $6 for the frozen meals. So I would say, yeah, I guess when you think about it, it's 2 servings, $10. Yeah, it it's that's a good price. Mm, yeah. So this is definitely lazy Asian approved. Mm. And have a feeling I'm gonna finish it up. It's 440 calories. Yes, 60 grams of carbs will totally knock me out. I'll be sleeping well tonight. But maybe I will probably take a little bit of a walk after this around the shopping complex that I'm parked in. But you know what? I think if I can find some freeze-dried ice cream, that would be very interesting. Is that like Dippin' Dots? I don't know. I've never had Dippin' Dots. But anyway, yep. See you guys on the next video.